Gemini. This is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for November 16th, 2022. This is for Gemini, last shuffle. We have Deception on the ground here. We have Ascendant Masters and we have Teacher. Let me grab that. Okay. So what we have with Deception, right, is all of this is showing that it's taught you a great lesson. I think it's very important not to hold in that someone has deceived you or hurt you in any kind of way. It's very important that you take this wisdom in. What have you learned from this experience? What have you learned from being deceptive or deceived? What have you learned from that energy, whether it was you or the other person? So we have Ace of Cups. You have a new beginning. It is inspiring. They're almost saying to you that let this be an inspiration to you. Let these things be an inspiration to you, right, with the Ace of Cups, okay? We have Strength and Death here with the Ascendant Masters. This says that you may have been resistant at some point to the lesson of it, right? You may have been more allowing it to fuel you, or fuel your anger, or fuel the strength within you, because a lot of times anger and sadness and deception, all those, anger and sadness due to deception fuels a lot of things inside of a person. So they're just more so talking about you really now being a lot more understand. Oh gosh, you got a lot of Leo, you got a lot of Scorpio and Capricorn here. So you're more focused on now allowing this to be an illumination for you. Now you can see what you need, like you have discernment. This looks like take the wisdom from the deception, whatever deception you faced. A lot of it looks like it may be something that happened with the Teacher energy, with the Devil and the Three of Wands. This is maybe someone you've been waiting on to come towards you, but they're toxic, or some kind of energy of this. This also could be an energy of like, it's like you expected toxicity all the time. This was always something where you just had to wait for it. You know, it wasn't like you were introducing it. This was something that was always consistently introduced to you with an individual or within an environment. Okay, because it's not just a person here. This could be an environment that you were in. It could be you in the workplace, right? Okay, so with this deception energy, this looks like you have a whole new beginning, but because of the fact that if you are dealing with something like this, it was very hard to let go of the anger or the resentment or something, however it goes. And so you were defensive against a new beginning. Like, I'm not starting over with Jack because I know what I went through. Like, no. But the Ascendant Masters is all about speaking about building up your strength. When you have Strength, Death, Queen of Swords, and Sun. So that's all about understanding that all these things happen for a reason, to change you, to mold you into the person you are. Now you have discernment. Now you know better. You know, taking steps with 10 of Pentacles and 6 of Pentacles. This is about taking this information, taking this energy, taking this lesson, and investing it wisely into who you want to be. Who do you want to be known as? What do you want to be known as in the future, right? How what do you want to put out into the world and have reverberated back to you? You know, like you skip a pebble in the pond and the ripples flow all the way through, all throughout the pond back to the shore. What would you like to have rippling back at you, kind of thing? And so you're taking steps in that energy. To letting go, we have Justice and Queen of Wands, right? And this is this letting go energy would tell me that it looks as though you're letting go of your ego. Okay, you're not, the ego aspect, like letting go of an ego, is not feeling as though everything is happening to you. You know what I mean? It's all unfair and it's happening to me. That's not, that's ego, and that's letting go of that, right? Realizing that everything is not against you, everything is not struggling with you, there's no conflict, and it's so you let go of that energy of thinking that things are just happening to you, knowing that things are going to balance out for you. If you let go of that feeling that things are all about you, then you think about how things are happening for you truly, when you know honestly, then Justice she can do her job. right? But the more that you are in this space and you're standing in this ego, like, it's all happening to me, they're doing this to me, and such, and they are, but they're not really doing it to you, they're doing it to themselves, especially when justice is here. That's karma. So whatever someone does to you, it's almost like they're killing themselves, because now karma has to come and visit them. It's not really doing anything to you. Then when you let that go, justice does her job, and you're able to go freely into the door, because you're like, I'm okay. The justice is like, cool. Well, I'm going for the ones who are not. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going for the ones who caused this mess. However, let's go here to that. Once again, they're just kind of reiterating that you're needing to invest more time into who you want to be known as and what you want to leave behind. Like, you know what I mean? Who do you want to be? Like, who do you want everyone to know that you are? Like, say you have children, grandchildren, and such. What do you want them to say about you, kind of thing? What do you want to be said about you? Teacher. Once again, this toxicity that you just had to wait on it. It was coming. Like, you may have been dealing with this for some time. It's teaching you a valuable lesson about understanding that you now know better. First off, you know better. Two, you don't want to fight against the new beginning, right? Because our ego will tell us a great many things about how you can't have a new beginning, right? There's no such, there's so much going on with this, to be honest with you. But this looks like you're changing as a person. You're more open, maybe, but you're also at a point too where you know when to be open, and you know when to shut, to erect your borders. And it is all due to and thanks to deception here. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, Scorpio, Leo, um, very much so, Aries or Sagittarius there, Libra. Doesn't have to be these signs, they could be in your chart though. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.